Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to reading for the week of July 24th. That didn't work. There we go. We are just going to jump right in here, Aquarius, and we are going to see what is going on for you this week. You have this investment card. It says, whatever you invest in today will flourish in the future. Love it. You also have this unreliable card. It says you're struggling with finishing things. Yeah. So whatever you're working on, I feel like you need to see it through to the end, or you need to make sure that you kind of give it, 110% or, more even, whatever it is that you're investing in here, because I do feel that there will be, a really solid return on whatever you're investing in here. You also have this faster than you think card. So, it's like things will kind of progress faster than you think. For some of you, I feel like there could be, there could be love here, obviously, but I also feel like there could be some sort of change in the home. This could be a move, or, it could be who you live with. So, I don't know, that's what's popping into my head. And, some of you, it's like you could be maybe getting a roommate, or you could be kicking a roommate out, or, or your children could be leaving the house or something. I don't know, it's popping into my head here with this energy. You have the King of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Hermit. If you want love, I do feel that some of you have found love to be kind of unreliable here with this card. So, it's kind of funny because you have this Hermit here, and the Hermit is saying to me, like, elusive. I feel like something, something is being hidden from me with this Hermit card here in your reading. So, for some of you, I feel it's like you've been looking for something, but, and I feel like you've been searching as well, but you haven't been able to find it. So, if you want love, I actually do feel this is saying that you have, that there's something really good coming in for you. That unreliable card says you have a pattern of jumping around from one thing to another. So again, if you're working on any projects, I feel like this Hermit is saying, don't give up now. The Hermit, he has worked his way to the top of that mountain, and he's done a lot of soul searching. So I really feel this is saying, like, if you're working on a project, a business, whatever you're working on, you might be feeling like, okay, it's time to move on to the next thing. Maybe you're not seeing the results you want, but really I feel like this is saying, don't stop now, because you're about to get the results you want. But if you stop, you know what I mean? It's like you're not going to get your reward from climbing to the top of this mountain. You have the Ace of Cups here. Definitely could be a love offer coming in for you here this week. No signs are really standing out to me yet. It could be any sign, obviously, but, I do feel that there could be a love offer. You have this card, you have the Lovers. You do also have this card that says 3 months from now. So, maybe a person isn't showing up in this reading because it might, happen over the next 3 months. Or within the next 3 months, or, or, something like that. So, I do feel you just need to kind of give this time. You have the King of Cups here. Again, if we go this way, King of Cups to the Five Wands to the World, it's like the world says you need to have an achievement, or that there is something that you need to achieve. And the Five of Wands says that there's conflict or competition, or you might be, like, I kind of get this feeling that it's saying if you are trying to finish something, or if you're trying to grow something, like a YouTube channel, or writing a book, or starting a business, whatever you're doing, or even in your career, it's like, don't allow, don't allow this right here, other people, to stop you from getting to this right here, and this, success, abundance, achievements, so I feel that this could be saying you're allowing yourself to be conflicted, or, again, you're allowing yourself to let people get in the way, and I feel like it's saying don't do that. But it might be more mental, like, again, you might be saying, there's all this competition. So it's like you're creating the blockage in my head. That's how I'm seeing it. It is interesting as well that you go to the Three of Pentacles, which is like teamwork. These are the two opposites right here. Five of Wands is conflict and competition. The Three of Pentacles is co-creation. So again, you might be able to actually co-create with the people who you think are competition. With the King of Cups, you have the Seven of Pentacles, change in direction. Definitely some sort of change in your love life here. Even the Lovers just represents, being at a crossroads, having a choice to make, or having a new pathway that you could be picking. So there definitely could be a new path for you. With the Ace of Cups, you have the Three of Cups. Yeah, I feel like there's some sort of celebration coming in for you here with the Three of Cups. And Yeah, that's really what this camera's just getting worse and worse. But again, I feel like that there could be some sort of celebration coming in for you. If you are looking for love, I would of course encourage you to socialize and spend time with other people with the Three of Cups. I also feel that again, there's probably a lot of assistance here from in the form of other people. So don't be afraid to ask other people for help. With the Hermit, you have the Lovers. How crazy is that? I knew that was attached to love. I like literally feel, but I feel it's been elusive is the word I was getting. It's like, maybe true love you feel has been kind of like hidden from you, or that's like the best way I could describe it, right? I feel like you just feel like it's hiding, like it's like maybe it exists, but you just can't figure out who it is, where it is, or what it should look like, or whatever, but I feel like there could be true love coming in for you. I also feel like it's saying don't give up now. Like, if you're looking for true love, for example, I feel this is saying don't give up now. Even if you're not looking for love, again, you could be looking for a new opportunity, because the Lovers can be being at a crossroads. It can just say that you have a choice to make, and I feel that something is about to come in for you. And here you go, probably faster than you think. You have this card that says faster than you think. Don't worry about how. The future looks bright. Yes, love it. You have this 3 months from now. It says something will be expressed. What's hidden will come to light. There you go. So again, if you feel like an opportunity or a person has been hidden from you, or, like you can't get the opportunity, I feel like something is going to be revealed to you. Remember, I was using that word elusive, so it's almost like something is coming to light, just like this card says, but probably faster than you think. You have the Lovers, the Five of Wands, and the Empress. Again, you could be attracting someone who gets a lot of attention, or it's you, or both of you. You have that Five of Wands to the Empress, which says there's probably a lot of competition for either you or a person, or both of you. And so you could really be attracting someone who's kind of on the same level. I would say this is a good thing, not a bad thing. I also just feel that there is abundance coming in for you, but you have to take bigger risks. I'm cheating a little bit because, I know your astrology here, Aquarius, but going this way right here, Queen of Pentacles to the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is like holding on to the same way of doing things. And so Four of Pentacles, we really have to experiment. Again, Pluto and Aquarius, I say this to you every single reading. It's probably the most important thing that will happen in all of our lifetimes, but you are an Aquarius, so definitely your lifetime. And what I would say is that experimentation, trying new things, breaking free from convention, that's where the growth will come in business and career. Also, Five of Wands, same thing. Five of Wands is a card of conflict and competition, but these people are learning, they are using sticks to fight. They're not using swords. So, to me, the Five of Wands is really a card of education, because they're learning how to fight. And I feel for a lot of you that I wouldn't compare yourself to competition, but I would definitely, I think it's always good to, see what the competition is doing and see how you can, swipe and improve is what I call it. It's like, can you steal like an artist? There's a great book, Steal Like an Artist, and it's not about stealing anything. It's about, kind of mimicking success and making it better. So can you iterate on, what the competition is doing, basically? You have the Lovers here. I definitely do feel love. It could be over the next 3 months. You have all these, these 2 3s, and then you have this 3 months from now. Could happen at any time. But I do feel that this is just talking about love. I just feel that there could be something that is coming in for you love-wise, or in a love connection. And sorry, this is like a newer, well, I've had this deck, the White Sage Tarot, but it's a new one. And it's just a little slippery here, Aquarius, but let's see. With the Lovers, you have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, I would be careful of inconsistent energy. I would be careful of people who are inconsistent. But I'm also getting that I would focus on people who build, that like literally I'm getting those words. To me, the Knight of Wands is the builder in the tarot. Like if he doesn't know how to do something, he will build a way, or he'll find a way how to do something. So, that might be the type of person you're attracting. It definitely would not surprise me if you're attracting a fire sign, of course. With the Five of Wands, you have the Ace of Pentacles. There's a huge opportunity right here. There's a huge opportunity in looking at the competition. There's a huge opportunity in you working together with the competition and not looking and making sure, don't look at the competition as competition, right? I feel like some of you, especially in work or business or career, like whatever it is you do, I don't care. And I feel like you need to look at what your competition is doing, or whoever you want to be like, right? And again, we shouldn't be comparing ourselves, but again, you can look at the things you're doing and you can mimic success. There's nothing wrong with that. So, that's what I would do here. with the Ace of Pentacles. It's like, I think of YouTube, some of the biggest channels of all time, what they have done is they've just taken other popular videos and they just made them better, basically. So, you know what I mean? It's like, I feel that here with these cards that are showing up, especially in that row where, or this diagonal, I should say, right here, you know, that you could be, there are things that maybe you're not doing that you should be doing. With the Empress, you have the Four of Pentacles. Yes, a bigger risk, right? Four of Pentacles this way, too. You have your mind on something. You know, he has this pentacle over his head. He's got a pentacle over his heart. And, you know, I always say that one of my favorite people of all time, Greg Braden, says when your head and your heart become one, you can move mountains. So he's actually in alignment, but he just needs to move in a direction. He needs to take a big risk or step into the unknown, which you have the moon right here. This row here is going to represent the good stuff, so it's going to be good no matter what. But, you know, it is, you know, so normally, you know, some people would consider the moon to be a challenging card. I don't really consider it to be challenging personally. I actually like the moon personally, but, you know, again, I do feel like there's a little bit of this stepping into the unknown going on here. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this card that says, don't worry about what could go wrong. There you go. If something does go wrong, you'll be able to make the best out of the situation. Yes. You know, this is typical Aquarius. I'm not calling you out here, Aquarius, but I totally am, right? I need my drum button here. But what I would say is that, you know, I feel like that Aquarius can be an energy of, like, you know, preventing a success, something that could be very successful, by not taking the risk, you know, and thinking that something is going to go wrong when it isn't. So, you know, get rid of the worrying. You have this card that says the wheel will turn in your favor. Keep going. Yes, definitely time for you to keep going at this time. You have the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the World. The Three of Pentacles, of course, is a card that says teamwork makes the dream work. So anything you can do to work with other people or to work together with other people would be a great idea. Three of Pentacles is a card of showing off your work as well. You know, these people are really admiring the work that's done. It is the card of quality work. So I feel for a lot of you, you could be getting recognized in the future for work that you do. But, you know, again, if I feel like your challenge this week, your reading's actually very simple, right? I feel like you're just saying your challenge is to do something hard or to not do what is easy. Your challenge is to do something new or unique or to kind of like step outside a comfort zone, right? With the Four of Pentacles showing up here twice. And then that's where the recognition will come from, is what I feel for you. So taking that type of risk. You have the Queen of Pentacles, which tells me you have the resources necessary to do what you need to do. She is a card of resourcefulness. I do get a little bit of a scattered energy for some reason. You know, some of you, I feel, need, like, focus time. Or, you know, if you're working on, I don't know, like 900 projects at once, then maybe it would be a good time for you to just focus on one thing right now that you really want to accomplish. I feel like some of you, it's like, I don't know how to describe what I'm feeling. It's like, let's say you need money, right? And let's say you just are a side hustle person, which I totally support, right? And let's say you have like 3 side hustles going on right now, you know, making you money. These side hustles could be supporting you. And it's like, I see you maybe thinking, like, if I don't do these other 2 and I only focus on this one, then I'm gonna lose that money. But I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like if you just focus on one that you really enjoy, then you're gonna, like, double your income, right? Take all 3, double it, is kind of like what's popping into my head. I don't know, that's very specific. That might only be for one of you. But it's like, instead of spreading yourself so thin, I feel like you need to focus on one. Same thing with all other areas of your life. Again, you might not have side hustles, but you might have an extra job or something like that. If you have like 2 jobs, for example, you might have to go get a new job, but to eliminate the 2. You know, it's like 1 for 2. So there's something going on here where it's like you could be using your time much better, is what's popping into my head. You have the World. Some of you, I do feel like, by the way, you know, I don't really feel anything unexpected here. I label these rows, but I always say I don't try to make them fit if I don't feel anything unexpected. But what I do feel is kind of unexpected is that some of you might be deciding to move or travel somewhere. I don't think it's like totally unexpected, but just maybe you just didn't expect to move so soon. Like if you are moving, for example, you know, it's like it could be one of those things where you just didn't expect to do it so soon, plain and simple, and it's like now you're moving. That's only going to be for some of you. For most of you, I feel the world is talking about accomplishments coming in for you. With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Justice card here. Yes, much more balance coming in for you, much lighter energy. I was feeling this, where it's almost like you're spread too thin, you know? And I don't even think this is like bad here, Aquarius. You might be spread too thin between other responsibilities as well. It's like maybe you just have a career, but maybe you also have like children and, you know, like other things going on in your life. And I feel this is saying it's a time of focus for whatever reason. You know, putting your energy into what matters is going to be very important for you. And sometimes maybe we need to slow down to figure out what matters in the first place, right? It's like if you're just running around like crazy and you don't know where to put your energy, Justice says maybe you need to slow down and take some time, just like put a little energy into something and just see what you get back, right? And this goes for everything in your life, jobs, businesses, relationships. You know, it might be a good week for you to just do that, to just see what you're getting, you know, so that you can actually make sure you're not wasting your energy. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Three of Pentacles. And by the way, I want to say here, especially with the Three of Pentacles, teamwork, right? What I would say here is like you need to be able to say to yourself, if I were to match this situation's energy, right? If I were to do exactly whatever you're dealing with, job, business, career, a person, people, it's like if I were to match the energy of this thing, like would it survive, right? If you have a job, it's like if you were to, you know, match the enthusiasm of your boss, would the company collapse or would it grow like crazy, right? And it's like if the answer is growth, then probably a good idea to stay wherever you are, right? If the answer is collapse or fall apart or whatever, then the answer is to leave. So I feel like you need to ask that question. With the World, you have the Queen of Cups here. Look at this. Definitely could be a big love offer coming in for you. Could be a water sign, I suppose. You know, you have Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Capricorn right here. So, you know, whatever. You also have Gemini twice. But what I would say here is that it could be someone long distance coming in for you. It could be a person that you see has competition. They might get a lot of interest, but I don't know. Looks pretty good to me if you're wanting love. I mean, I love the King of Cups and Queen of Cups together. You know, definitely divine counterparts. At the end here for the good stuff, you have this Porcupine Spirit. It says time for a beginner mind. You also have this Koi Fish. It says there's always enough. Yes, definitely something about resourcefulness in this reading. I do feel if you're starting anything new, of course, start it as a beginner. Like, you know, if you're getting into a relationship, for example, treat that person as a new person. Sometimes I think we get into relationships and we, you know, treat people like a past person, which is not fair because they're not the past person. And my other problem with that is sometimes I think we turn them into the past person, which is never a good thing. So, you know, I feel like this is saying enter into situations that are new as completely new. You have the Four of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Nine of Swords. So this is the good stuff. And again, Nine of Swords I do not like, but, you know, it's showing up in the good stuff. So I would say that you're ending a negative cycle, or if you've been having nightmares or if you've been feeling stuck, that you are setting yourself free and kind of getting unstuck with this energy. You have the Moon, and the Moon is kind of like manifesting a dream on Earth, especially when it shows up in the good stuff. I get that energy of needing to step into the unknown. I do feel for a lot of you that there's this energy of, you know, maybe needing to do things that you've never done before, or, you know, needing to try different things in your life. And, you know, that's where success is going to come from. With the Four of Pentacles twice in your reading, it's like if you're doing the same thing over and over and over again, you're not going to get a different result, right? So the Moon can say there are these mountains in the background, and the mountains represent achievements. So it basically says for you to have an achievement, you have to like go do something new or different. You have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is a card of kind of safety and security when it shows up in the good stuff. So I do feel you're kind of developing a solid foundation in your life. If you are moving, by the way, I feel like you could be moving for more security. So that definitely would make sense. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Wands here. Again, you're releasing some sort of burden. You could be releasing a Nine of Swords burden, something that has just been a burden, like extra responsibilities that don't belong to you, or something that has just been a heavy weight. So, you know, I definitely get some sort of releasing here. With the Moon, you have the Star. Love it. Yes. Definitely, if there's some sort of dream that you have, you need to bring it down to earth. I always say the moon exists up here, but the moon doesn't say stop. The moon says you need to bring this thing down to earth. And then you have the star, which is, you know, pretty much the same thing. The star is different because the star is more the guidance side of things. The star exists out there, and we have to work towards the star. It's like having a North Star, having a guiding light. It's something that you work towards, right? And it can represent a wish or something giving you hope as well. With the Nine of Swords, you have the Judgment card. Yes, waking up here, probably removing yourself from a dead situation. The people in the Judgment card, they are rising up from coffins. And the coffin represents their old life, and outside the coffin represents their new life. So, for a lot of you, I feel like you're stepping in to a new life or into something new. We're pulling 5 main themes now. You have this ladder. It says climbing towards success. Definitely could be success coming in for you. You have this horse. It says short journey on it. You have that horse here as well that says faster than you think. And it also says the future looks bright. It says travel, endurance, quick freedom. I don't know. I like this. Some of you could be traveling or moving quite, it kind of feels unexpected, but not really. It's like one of those things where maybe you've been kind of sensing it or feeling it, or, maybe you haven't been able to get a job where you are, for example, and you're saying, I got to look somewhere else. I got to expand what I'm doing here. Whatever it is, it's going to be good. I feel it's good. You have this flag. It says, don't be tempted to lower your standards. Yes, let go of things, right? I would really do that test. I would ignore everything I've said in this reading. The only thing I would focus on here, if I were you, I would ignore love. I would ignore all that. I would say, if I were to match the energy of this situation for everything that you're doing, what would happen? Would it fall apart or would it grow? Right? Just that simple. The only thing I would focus on, 3 of Pentacles, justice, plain and simple. There you go. You have this wishbone card. It says, a wish granted. Yes, wishes being granted, the star. You have this dog. It says, protection from a powerful friend. Yeah, I do feel like you are protected at this time. And again, I would encourage you to take risks. But pretty simple, good stuff. Love it. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.